I don't. The exact same as you guys.
Yeah.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Tuesday, July 21st edition of Gary Williams on my love show. I almost said June, and then I realized it's July. So
the pen is not black.
I said it for myself.
The pen is royal blue.
A lot of stuff to talk about. The two win streaks went head to head in Boston last night. Unfortunately, the Orioles defense did not show up to the party, causing the Orioles to lose that game by 1. But you know, it was a hard fought game. We got a lot of positives to talk about and take away from that game. And honestly, I thought Tyler O'Neill's line drive at the end was going to find some outfield grass, and we were going to be taking the lead back. So really good back and forth baseball game. If you're not an Oriole fan,
there's no more victories. There's no more victories, but and what I'm going to say, I know there's a but in my statement. We should not have been in that game with 4 errors, and we still were. If you can take anything from it, it's that we should have lost by a lot more. So still the confidence is high, at least in my head.
Yeah,
I like your positivity.
Do you like that Jim Palmer is just completely like he's going on the broadcast and like completely calling out the Orioles like every time now? He's just like, this team can't play defense. They can't even get the fundamentals right. He's talking about it on air. I love it.
What does he have to lose?
I mean, I know. And he's right. I mean,
he's not wrong.
Yeah.
I mean, he's 80 years old. He's just like, I'm already there. He's already scaling back his time as so.
Like Ben McDonald goes out there, he's still making a living, But
but also it bothers me a little bit, like just because fundamentals are more than just errors, because errors are going to happen. You know what I mean? And like I feel like that gets lost in Birdland fandom a little bit. Just because they made 4 errors doesn't mean like the fundamentals technically were bad. Obviously they were right, but like I just want to put that into perspective. It's not just like, all right, they committed 4 errors, they're fundamentally bad. Like they could have committed 4 errors and be the best fundamental team in the league. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we all know this. Physical errors are going to happen. That's just part of the game. The mental errors are what piss us off the most. Like throwing to the wrong bag, like throwing to the wrong base.
Wrong bag, not being in the right spot. Like being lazy on
not knowing what you're doing with the ball when it comes to not knowing where you're supposed to be when the ball is hit, like what Brian just said and what Dusty just said, not being in the right spot. Same thing. It's stuff like that. And you know what? Like, and there is like routine ground balls that they make errors on that are super frustrating that are not fundamentally sound. So there are errors that are, you can say like, hey, that's not. It's because you're not doing the fundamentals correctly. But I just wanted to clarify that all errors are not fundamental.
They're not all created equally.
Yeah. And I'm not going to deflect from the Orioles, but I was watching MLB Network last night, 2 nights ago, and Brian Kenny, I think Brian Kenny's head almost popped off his body. He goes, physical errors happen, just like I just said. He goes, but these mental errors cannot happen. And it was 2 guys, and I forget the players. William Contreras was one of them. Where it's because we have what's the other one? What's the one that's like playing really well for the Red Sox?
Wilson Contreras.
Yeah, so his brother William Contreras plays for the Pirates, something like that.
He strikes out. Battle when they were younger about who wanted to go by Willie.
That's a good point. I guess he just
Wilson's
it out
older. He probably gets to win that fight.
Yeah, if he wanted to. So he strikes out to end the game, and they still have 2 challenges left. And the ball that he struck out on was a ball, and it happened in another game as well for like the Marlins or something like that. I like Terradis.
I don't know who this is, but I also enjoy turtles. So
Turtles. I had turtles. Parker hat.
I only had one other thing on at the TV at the Turtle last night, and it was the Phillies and Dodgers game, which was on ESPN. So we get to watch.
Who ended up winning the game? I saw the Phillies. I saw the Phillies were up like by 4 or 5.
Yeah, it was 4-1. I assume the Phillies ended up taking it. I was paying more attention to the Oriole game, honestly, so I'm not 100% sure. I assume Philly won.
It went up to like 9-4, I think, 9-5,
but
in favor of the Phillies.
I looked. It's 10-7. Phillies was the final. So wow, it went a little bit different than I thought. But I happened to look up at the screen during that game, probably like I don't know, a handful of times, whatever. And 2 or 3 of the times that I looked up, Trey Turner was making errors at shortstop. So,
dude, what? I mean,
he's always been a bad shortstop defensively. He's athletic as shit, but he makes boneheaded plays all the time. But last night, he was letting like routine ground balls go straight underneath his glove. It was bad.
I honestly don't understand why he's bad at defense.
I don't understand either.
They've been talking about moving into center field since he was with the Nats because he's just not a good shortstop.
And
didn't he come up as an outfielder?
I think he just kind of came up as an athlete, and they just kind of put him wherever.
Got it.
You know what I mean? But obviously the ceiling's there because he's got the arm, he's got the the speed. It just I don't know. He just can't put it together. He can't focus on it. I don't know.
Speaking of ceilings, the catcher for the Brewers, I think it might also be Contreras.
It's William.
Yeah. All right. He throws the guy out at second base on a steal. Guy's stealing the bag. They slow it down. It's too close for them to change the call. They called him safe on the fly. So after the guy who's batting strikes out, okay, to end the inning, he literally takes the ball and chucks it into the third deck just to say fuck you to the umpire.
I love that.
I mean, he just throws a moon ball all the way up, and he throws it like you could tell it was basically like the double bird going to the umpires.
Yeah,
it was awesome. I've never seen that before. It's not like he threw a line drive right like the second row and try to hurt somebody. He just threw this. It was great. Yeah. I haven't seen that before.
What did we think about the start from Boz, and then consequently, what did we think about how the bullpen fared? I'm still a little bit wary of Tyler Wells getting these getting a lot of these late inning situations. He's getting in the 6th, 7th, 8th inning, and Brian's favorite term, high leverage situations.
High leverage situations, love that.
Do we like this moving forward? Do we feel confident in Tyler Wells moving forward? Also, just piggybacking that on Shane, how did you feel about Shane Baz last night? Brian, let's go to you first.
I'll be honest, I didn't watch a majority of the game, so I don't want to sit here and tell you that I watched any of. I think I saw like his last couple batters. So okay. I'm going to defer to you guys.
I mean, I hate Tyler Wells at the end of
the. I'm glad we got that perspective from.
I don't hate Tyler Wells as a pitcher, as a human being. I hate Tyler Wells as a closer. I think he's a good stop. I think he's a good option at this point in time, but you can't ride him the rest of the year. You just can't.
I'd rather.
I didn't like him in the offseason. This was one of my sticking points when we were looking for a closer, and everyone was like, "Well, we have Tyler Wells. We don't need to go get another closer." I'm like, "You do not want Tyler Wells as your closer for the entire season." Like, I think he's a good option right now, but a couple weeks from now, he's gonna get exposed pretty quickly, I think. But I think he's a good reliever. I mean, I just don't think he's gonna be that shutdown closer that you want.
I think he should be in more of a TJ McFarland long reliever role at this point. Then he shouldn't be getting these. He shouldn't be getting in these tight games at the end. I don't have faith in him moving forward. Maybe they're trying to expose him to it now so he can get more comfortable with it going into later in the year. But if we have games later in the year that we really need to win and he's out there in the 7th, 8th inning, I'm not going to be excited about it.
Watching him close the game against the Astros and them not being able to make solid contact up in the zone at 92, 93, I don't understand why they couldn't hit him.
It's because he's so tall and he throws so slow. Like they're expecting him to throw gas, and he's just like out there.
We bring out Jamie Moyer.
He's like a 40-year-old Levon Hernandez.
I mean, the only thing I can think of is like he is so tall, and he doesn't really get down the mound that far actually. But like his release point has to be so high that they think it's coming down, and it just kind of flattens out and stays up, and they swing under it. That's the only thing I can think of.
Yeah, I tend to agree with you. As far as the rest of the pitching staff, I mean, look, they were struggling the whole game with the defense behind them. Once again, it's really, really, really difficult to have confidence as a pitcher on the mound throwing to certain spots if you do not have confidence in your defense behind you. I mean, look, they're all professional baseball players, so at a certain point, you have to have certain expectations. You don't really think they're going to make 4 errors in a game, but it happens every now and then. But yeah, I mean, it seemed like we got some clutch hitting.
We won 7 in a row, boys.
Yeah.
7 in a row.
Yeah.
Let's focus on the positive.
And once again, like I said, we had the big double from Gunnar last night with 2 outs in the 9th, and then O'Neill comes up. O'Neill's been the hottest guy in the lineup since Blaze Alexander went down. Yeah. And he got a pitch he could drive, and he hit it well. Just the shortstop just happened to be kind of shying over towards third base, and
that shit happens. Yeah. Any word on Blaze? And Brooks, I know you're more up to snuff on this than I think Dusty and I are. But Dusty, if you know anything?
I don't know.
Got nothing. I don't think anybody knows.
Okay, fair enough.
I don't think they've said anything, really.
I mean, they've come out and hinted at like I think they did say like the possible time frame for it, but I think it's all kind of up in the air still. Okay. It's going to be, I mean, I say day to day. It's probably going to be week to week to see how he feels.
And I'm not like deviating on purpose to like get us off Oriole topics, but I'm just like going around the league thinking like injuries. Like, what happened to Ohtani's knee? When did this occur?
He's been dealing with it for like a month.
Okay.
He did miss. He stopped DHing during his starts for a couple of his starts just because they didn't want to overload him. And then it's kind of just been nagging. I don't think it's anything big, but at this point, I think they're clearly in the driver's seat in the National League, especially in the National League West. They don't need to be worried about him wasting these innings in the middle of the season. Then when they're gonna win the pennant anyway, or win their division anyway, and then maybe potentially they could have him healthy doing both for the playoffs, and maybe this knee will go away. Okay. I understand it. It sucks because it's the one thing he hasn't done, right, is to win the Cy Young. He's expressed interest in that. He's won Rookie of the Year. He's won several MVPs, World Series MVPs, all of that, but never won the Cy Young and was on a torrid pace to start the year. Kind of frustrating, but I mean, still going to be fun to watch him play the rest of the year. And also, it's more important that he's healthy in October for baseball and for the Dodgers.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I did like what I saw out of I can't pronounce his name. Something Strand.
Christian Encarnacion Strand.
And it's just too much.
Did you like what you saw out of Craig Albanez when he pinch hit for him with Jackson Holliday, who just ended up fucking striking out like he always does? Sorry.
That's part of
Jackson Holliday was I thought he was going to be so good. He's just not so far.
Still can be.
Still can be. Yeah, he's getting there.
Just struggling to stay healthy, struggling to find any consistency. But while we got Sam Huff in the lineup.
Say again? Oh yeah, I saw that. Sam Huff in the lineup. Yeah, he got a great chest protector. All right, little trivia. Okay. There's six active players that have 2,000 hits. Can you name them?
I know Arenado did it last night, so Arenado.
Yep, so that's where the trivia question comes from. Arenado is one. Say again.
Freddie Freeman.
Yep.
Altuve.
Yeah, that's correct as well. 3 for 3, boys.
Mookie?
Nice. No.
Mookie? No,
nope.
really.
Is Jose
Goldie.
Goldschmidt. You got 4.
Is Jose there yet?
Jose Ramirez?
No, Jose Ramirez is not there. He's at like 1,800 and change, I think. Or
Machado.
Manny Machado. We got one more. This one's he's been around for a long time, played for multiple teams. Huh?
Bogarts?
No.
McCutcheon.
There you go, boys.
Good call.
Good work.
Got there quick.
Good work.
We got there quick.
Suck on that, Brian.
But yeah, Nolan Arenado did get his 2000th hit yesterday. He also becomes only the 6th major leaguer of all time to have 2,000 hits, 350 homers, and 10 Gold Gloves. All 5 of the other guys are Hall of Famers. Those guys are Ken Griffey Jr., Willie Mays, Mike Schmidt, Johnny Bench, and Al Kaline. Is that a good group of people to be with there?
That was good. Random trivia question. What is Mike Schmidt's middle name?
Jack.
Yup. Damn it. I'm striking out today.
You know what Mike Trout's middle name is?
Hey, this is not. We do the Ask Brian segment, okay? Not the Brian Ask the Ralph program.
Michael Nelson Trout would be his middle name.
Michael Nelson.
Yeah, the Millville Missile is what they called him in high school.
Mill. I love that. That's incredible.
Yeah.
The Millville Missile.
Tom's River Missile.
I
love old nicknames like that.
Yeah, I was listening. Yeah, I know we got a lot of other stuff to talk about, but I will say I was listening to, and I know the labor stuff is boring, and we have plenty of time to talk about it, but it's inevitable that this lockout's coming. Rob Manfred's contract is up, and I was listening to a guy yesterday. He's kind of like in the sport. He's like an Andrew Brandt, like in that sports business world. You're seeing the makings of it now. He said, you're beginning to see that winning on the field is almost taking a back seat to winning off the field. And what they mean by that is accruing currency to then build up stadiums and the surrounding area. And they don't give a damn about, the capital that's on the field. And then people were bitching, moaning, and whining that the Dodgers are running everything. But currently 5 of the smallest markets are in the playoffs. They started today. So you're just saying that these teams are just not spending money other than the Dodgers. You take the Dodgers and the Mets out of it, put them to the side. You're starting to see teams save money and put it into infrastructure around, which is great. That's the American way, but
it's great. But also, you know how you make more money? Put a winning team
by winning. Hold on one sec. Someone's at my door.
I mean, yeah, the Dodgers have definitely been able to do that, but you look at a team like the Mets who's trying to spend like the Dodgers and they can't seem to do anything right. So it's not just spending money, it's also spending money in a smart way. It's also using your assets in a smart way. They trade prospects. They traded 3 of their top prospects at the time for Mookie Betts. A lot of people didn't know how that was going to work out. What if Verdugo and Jeter Downs end up being good players? Then but it's Mookie Betts, so they're like, fuck it, we're gonna take this bet.
Give me the sure thing.
Yeah, and they've done that time and again. It's not just Mookie Betts. They've done that. They've been very, they've been very smart about which prospects they're holding on to, which prospects that they're, more willing to let go of. And they just run their organization the correct way. And it seems like every 5 years they deplete their farm system, and then 5 years later they have the top 5 farm system in baseball again. Which is something to be said about that. A lot of teams cannot develop, cannot draft either one of those or both. Jacob Mizorowski had a little bit of a workload thing going on last night. If you remember listening to this podcast, he was scratched from his last start going into the All-Star break. He did come back and pitch last night, albeit it was only 4 innings, and he threw 65 pitches. He topped out at 104, so it's not like the velo has gone anywhere. But they're going to be as careful as they can with him moving forward, because if they have any chance in the playoffs, he's going to have to be a big part of it. Unless they make a big splash, which they certainly could. Freddie Peralta could be going back to Milwaukee. Who knows? I don't know. Do they want to give up that capital? The Mets are selling. So it's definitely going to be available.
Do the Orioles want to give up that capital? That'd be nice.
I think, we're really going to find that out over the course of the next week and a half. We're going to have to, lock in here. We're certainly going to have to take at least one of these games against Boston. But, it's all going to depend on how it goes moving forward.
Also, not looking any easier with Adley on the 10-day DL. Basayo is kind of day-to-day, it sounds like, to see kind of what that shoulder is going to do. Yeah. He's obviously, we've seen him do that swing probably at least 5 times this year. It almost looks like he's, I don't know, from somebody who's had dislocated shoulder issues. Like it looks like he's swinging and his shoulders like giving out.
Kind of popping in and out.
Yeah, it looks like it, or it's like that sharp pain where it feels like it's going to or something. It looks weird. I don't know.
I don't like it. Luckily, the Adley stuff seems to be relatively minor. It's left wrist discomfort or inflammation or something to that effect. They came out and said, I believe, that they're not expecting him to last any longer than the minimum 10 days. And they when they put him on, they put him retroactive to a few days ago as well. So,
nice.
Hopefully he'll be back. I think he could technically be back in July. Hopefully he's back and everything's all good with him and there's no setbacks, knock on wood, of course.
Other big news.
Go ahead.
Kyle Bradish.
Yeah,
boys.
5-year deal.
Same about Mike Elias, but these extensions have been phenomenal for both parties, I feel like.
It's been great, yeah. Shane Baz gets the 5-year, what was it, $70 million extension. Then Bradish follows it up with 5 years, 90. We've got Pete locked in for 5 years. We've got Basayo locked in, I think, for the next 8 years.
8 years.
Still have Gunnar and Adley for a few more years. Jackson for more than that. The real pieces now, and especially now at the trade deadline, the guys who are on the last year, maybe the last 2 years of their deal: Tyler O'Neill, Taylor Ward, Trevor Rogers. Trevor Rogers is a guy who I think they probably would love to extend, but probably, wants to have hit a good run down the stretch here and hit free agency. Because I mean, he'd probably be one of the most coveted starters in free agency, being a lefty and having 2 consecutive pretty good seasons, right?
I think that's the smart move for him, but it sounds like he wants to stay here by the way he talks in his interviews. And the quotes that you see come out, like the stuff that he said about Bradish, I mean, sounds like he wants to be here. Like it sounds like he's ready to get a contract done too. So that'd be awesome if you had 3 guys in your rotation sewn up for anywhere from 3 to 5 years. I mean, I don't know how much Rogers would do, but I mean, you would think he would want a couple, maybe a year or 2 less to give him a second shot at or bite at the apple here. But
yeah, I mean, it depends on how the rest of the season goes. Because if he ends this season like he did last season, or even anywhere close to it, he's going to be getting real competitive 5, 6, 7 year offers, and it's going to be tough to turn down that kind of money. Especially we've seen the variation at the beginning of this year. You would have said Trevor Rogers is not going to get $1 in free agency.
Yes, I mean he started the year well. He just had a little, I don't know what, a month.
He had a little bit of a 6.5 ERA for a month there.
Yeah, I was gonna say like a month. He had a rough month or so. And it was right around when he was like sick too. So I don't know if that had anything to do with it. Remember when he went on the DL for 2 weeks or whatever from sickness, and right before that he had probably had 2 or 3 really rough starts. So I don't know.
He was in his gray rod era.
Yeah.
Sorry, that was mean. I think we're winning that trade, by the way. It seems like we're winning.
It doesn't seem like either side. I mean, we're winning by a little bit, but
yeah.
If I see another Taylor Ward air in left field, I'm gonna lose my shit.
Well, you're gonna see plenty more.
Get ready. All right,
ready, because you're definitely
get ready. Yeah, get to. Let's talk Kate. Let's talk Kate with to hide the knives around the house. Shit.
All right, yeah. Flowers to the Red Sox, who have now extended their win streak to 14. What's the longest? What was it? 22 or 23 that the Indians did a few years ago. That one, when they beat the A's record. I can't remember. I think they need 7
I want to say it was 22.
Yeah, it was low 20s for sure.
Yeah, something like that. But either way, it's been a while since we've seen one like this, huh? The A's, I think, was 21.
21.
I thought it was 20, but
I don't disagree with Joe here. I feel like Heston has to be on the
time.
It was 20 for the A's. The Indians got to 22, but the 1916 New York Giants won 26. So
26.
Heston Kjerstad should be in Baltimore. Yeah.
Yes, he should.
He should certainly be getting a ticket on a bus here soon.
Got to be in the conversation. I mean, the problem is we got to carry all these freaking catchers right now. We need Adley to get healthy.
Seriously, is the problem. Yeah.
That was a good crack of a beer, by the way.
It's a good can.
Yes,
it's a lucky one.
Oh, one of those lucky
I've had those. They're pretty good.
Miss Peaches.
Miss Peaches.
Miss Peaches? Mr. Marbles?
Mr. Marbles?
Mr. Marbles. That's all I could think of when he said that. Mr. Marbles.
Oh, man.
Did you know, going to Seinfeld, this is the right turn, left-hand lane, right? All right, so I was watching Jerry Seinfeld was on the Rich Eisen show. He said, you know that the script, that speech that George gives when he talks about finding the golf ball in the blowhole, that was made up the day of, or the night before, and Jason Alexander memorized it.
Yeah. So
and I forgot they did it in front of a live audience.
Jerry was like, he was like, hey, he knew Jason Alexander had like Broadway or stage experience, and he was just like, hey, do you think you could memorize a page-long monologue in an hour? And he was like, I could do it in 30 minutes. And they gave him the script like an hour before they shot, and they did one take, and that's it. They never did it again.
And Jerry said there's a live audience. So like the live audience, like now we would never see it because we're not there live, of course, but the live audience is going to see you foul up. And apparently he just went flawless. And Jerry says there's a pan of the camera when it looks at Jerry, and he's not losing his mind because of the story.
Because he's like in awe. Yeah.
He's in awe of how well Jason Alexander is just ripping this speech off.
Yeah.
And he said the Kramer crack was not intentional. And he goes, that titleless? The crack of the board.
Hog over moo. Send Cowser to the moon. Yeah. Yeah. We know.
There we
he's
go.
Not our favorite. He's not been our favorite Oriole this year. He's doing his best though. Jeremiah Jackson had a nice little.
He's had a nice little week or two.
Nice little resurgence, like season resurgence, kind of.
Yeah. I was ready to shoot him into the moon for a while too.
Yeah.
Did we sign Blaze for 1 year or 2?
Well, we traded for him.
We traded for him.
I don't know what's his.
And I think we got a couple years with him.
Let's find out. Blaze Alexander on Spoke Track. Pre-ARB next year, and then the first year of ARB is 2028.
Yeah, we got like 4 years with him.
So
cool.
Yeah, we got multiple.
I just got a text from our lovely friends over at the Pig and the Roost. It is the Crunchy Burger tonight. I have no idea what that means. So if I know Delaware Dave, it's probably deep fried jalapenos and some sort of onions, kind of like a Southwest burger. That's all going to have some deep fried stuff on top.
What if it just has all?
Which sounds really good right now. I'm not gonna lie.
It's all crunch.
Yeah.
It's got Doritos on it. It's in taco shells. It's all crunch.
Yeah.
The burger's deep fried and breaded.
The whole burger is deep fried and breaded.
Don't do that. That would be bad for your arteries.
That'd be very bad for your arteries. Yeah.
For the plumbing.
And your plumbing. Yeah.
And your plumbing. Any other stuff in baseball you guys want to talk about? It's really just trade deadline stuff, but all of that is so speculative, especially at this point, a couple of weeks before the deadline. We just don't know. Especially in the American League. There's just so many teams that could either buy or sell or just do nothing, which is what I think a lot of teams are going to do. I think this deadline is going to end up being pretty stagnant.
I think it's going to be stagnant as well.
Maybe a couple of big teams will make a splash. Maybe the Mets will sell off some of their guys. I don't really see Lindor moving. I would be shocked if they did that. Scooble.
I can see the Giants selling their stadium.
The Giants should just sell. They should follow the Athletics to wherever else.
They gotta unload some cash, dude.
Yeah, they gotta unload cash.
The Giants are definitely selling. Like Luis Arias is gone, Robbie Ray's gone. Those are guys that are performing well on the end of their contracts. Like I can't imagine they would be around. If you're the Rockies, do you trade Hunter Goodman, who had 3 dongs last 2 nights ago and has got 30 home runs already as a catcher?
No, because that's your future, you would think.
What future? They haven't been good since Matt Holliday was on the team.
Fair.
We got to start somewhere.
I know.
Yeah, but they have Ethan Holiday.
They got cash.
Ethan Holiday, yeah.
They got old Cash
Jackson
Holiday.
for Ethan straight up.
Get out of here.
But,
what was that trade that came through the baseball group chat? Yamamoto and Otani for Tyler and Neal.
Yeah, I saw that,
Whoever
yeah.
sent that.
That was a good trade.
In all seriousness, if we're in the trade deadline sweepstakes here and looking for moves, and if you're out there looking for moves, don't look in a lot of the American League places right now. Obviously, look at the bad teams in the National League that are going to be willing and obvious spenders. I mean, not spenders, obvious sellers at the deadline. Because it's not even worth trying to figure out if they're going to be buyers or sellers in the AL right now, because who knows? I mean,
except for the Royals and the Athletics, basically, and maybe the Angels, but I don't know if they even have any assets.
Yeah, and if you don't know, that just means they're going to want too much in return, probably, for whoever you want. So just move on, get past it. You know what would be interesting?
If you don't know, now you know.
Yeah, that was me.
You know what would be interesting with the Mets potentially selling? Bo Bichette playing third base.
I said this, and I don't know. I don't know if they will. I could certainly see Freddie Peralta. A lot of people are speculating about Lindor. I don't think Lindor. Yeah, but I think the history is there for, and especially the Brewers. He's pitched for the Brewers really successfully too, and they're a team that just makes a lot of sense in my head. The Cubs also makes sense in my head. Freddie Peralta was pitching for the Brewers a lot of those years. Craig Counsell was their coach. Craig Counsell.
The Cubs are going to go eat up a lot of that.
Oh.
Yeah. The Phillies also need a fourth and fifth starter. They've been really lacking in the late half of their rotation. After Sanchez, Luzardo, and Wheeler have been great. Nola's been a complete disaster so far this year, and their jamboree of fifth starters.
I'd take a flyer on him if they were willing to give him up, but I still think they're trying to figure out their fifth starter right now in Philly. Speaking of, with the Field of Dreams thing coming up, teaser, we might be having a show from the Field of Dreams. Not sure yet. Sure yet.
Tonight we have Kyle Bradish and Ranger Suarez on the bump. Kyle Bradish coming off of that extension, and Ranger Suarez coming off of the IL. This will be his first start in a couple of weeks, but he's having a really good year. He's got a 3.15 ERA for Boston. Another southpaw. They've got a lot of them. Peyton Toll, who pitches against us last night.
I love that guy.
Yeah, he was kind of nasty.
Who else is nasty? He was nasty, and apparently he's like hysterical and just doesn't take himself too seriously.
I love that.
And you need those guys in the locker room.
Yeah, that's a good locker room guy right there.
You know who else is fucking nasty, and we've known it forever? Aroldis Chapman at age 38 or whatever the fuck he is throwing
98.
And the splitter he threw to Pete Alonso was so fucking disgusting.
Dirty.
Credit for him. He's another guy, kind of like Verlander, that's kind of reinvented how he pitches to have a second run here at the end of his career.
I mean, just
ridiculous. Hall of Fame?
Yeah.
Not a Hall of Fame guy, but definitely a Hall of Fame player.
That's where I'm going. I know they say you don't take the off the field stuff when you vote, but it's kind of hard not to.
I mean,
yes, Hall of Fame.
Career 2.5 ERA, and he's probably going to reach 400 saves this year.
I think there's a closer that was from New York that has some
baggage.
Some rough stuff going on right now.
Guess his career strikeouts per 9 innings.
I'm going to go 12.9.
Oh, I was going to guess 12. Yeah.
14.5.
Holy shit.
He had a 5-year run where he was never below 15.7. I mean, it's just ridiculous. He strikes out 60% of the batters he faces.
Dominant. So dominant.
He's lefty and he's long. So not only does he throw it so hard, he's that much closer to you.
He was Cy Young 7 in the American League last year, and he was Cy Young 8 in 2012 for the Reds. Just to let you know how long of his career has gone. I wonder how many Rolaids reliever of the years he's won. Have they ever? Do they still do that?
Rolaids. I like Rolaids.
You remember that? The Rolaids reliever.
Get out of here.
Do they still make Rolaids? They have to, right?
I don't know. I'm a Chewy Tums.
Oh, it's called the Mariano Rivera Reliever of the Year.
Oh, well, good.
That's
They're gonna have to
better.
change that again, I think.
Mariano's going to take over for Rolaids.
I think they're gonna have to change it again with all Mariano's baggage.
Yeah. All right.
Anyway,
I know you got to roll.
I think that's probably it for baseball. I've got like 10, 15, 20 minutes left, so we're good. We can talk a little bit. I want to talk about this center that the Ravens signed, Ethan.
I love the move. I love
it too. I was worried because we don't have a center on the roster as of a couple of days ago.
Right now, no one's there to give the ball. What does Billy Dean say to Art Howe? Hey, right now, if a ground ball's hit the first, there's no one there to field it. There's no one there to hand the ball to Lamar at the moment.
First base is easy, Hattie.
So
just tell him. Tell him watch. It's incredibly hard.
Has started 57 games for the Browns over the past 4 years, but had a Achilles tear in the late part of last season, which kind of ruined his free agency. It's a max deal of $4.5 million, so it's basically a minimum deal for the Ravens. It looks like he's probably going to be the starter if he's able to go in week 1, and if not, he'll work into that role. Like I said, we didn't really have any other options.
Who's going to do it?
I know.
Yeah, who else is going to do it? You, Lieutenant Weinberg?
I feel like there's got to be a backup option here.
I mean, there's got to be multiple backup options, but I thought there would be, but we didn't do anything in the draft to address this problem. So
there'll be another guy who gets cut it'd be a veteran cut that happens that we bring in. But hey, look, when we got Matt Burke,
we're shoring up the spot because we needed something.
Yeah, we needed something. And look, I'm going to compare it to the Matt Burke signing. I'm not saying we're winning the Super Bowl. I hope we do. We all do. But we brought Matt Burke in the back end of his career. It sounds like this might be like, not the swan song season, but at least the back 9 of this gentleman's career. Hey, what do we got to lose? Once again, it's like praying.
Joe Thomas had great things to say about him.
That's good.
I like that. I like Joe Thomas. He was pretty good.
He was tasty.
I hear he was all right.
Yeah. He's pretty good for those horrible Browns teams for so long. I wonder how many games him and what was the Hugh Davis? What was the guy's name that lost?
Hugh Jackson.
Games? Hugh Jackson. I wonder how many games Hugh Jackson and Joe Thomas lost together for the Browns.
A lot.
So it wasn't Joe Thomas's fault, clearly. But.
Yeah, a lot. The story, and I've told her on this before, but the story Joe Thomas tells when like 2 of the quarterbacks got hurt the week prior. And they had their third string in, and they signed some guy off like the scrap heap. And then the third string quarterback got hurt, and this nobody, Johnny Lipper comes in, and Joe Thomas shook his hand in the huddle before going to battle. It was like, "Hi, I'm Joe. I'm your left tackle." Oh, he doesn't even remember the guy's name to this day. Still, he doesn't remember who it
was. Hugh Jackson's record, by the way, as the NFL head coach,
terrible.
3-36 and 1 tie. 1-15 his first year. 1-15 his first year. 0-16 his second year. Somehow didn't get fired after winning 1 game in his first 2 years. Won 2 games and got a tie before getting fired in the midseason.
And then got another head coaching job, right?
I don't think so.
He was with the Raiders. He became like an interim coach.
Yeah, you're right. I thought, yeah.
He never was another head coach after that. He's the offensive coordinator at Georgia State now. He was the head coach at Grambling State for a couple of years.
He was with the Ravens. He was the Ravens for an extended period of time as the QB coach.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, everyone says he's a great coach. Like maybe just
Baker Mayfield hates him.
Oh yeah. I don't know why.
Yeah. Well, he probably.
Well, at least Hugh Jackson didn't put him out there when he had a broken shoulder or dislocated shoulder and made him throw 40 times.
I was going to say, he didn't hang him out to dry and made him look bad and possibly cost him his career.
Cost him all kinds of money and potentially his career before he got it back together. I wish he could have stayed healthy last year. Man, remember how awesome he was in the first 6-7 weeks last year before he got hurt?
And that's going back. I was telling you about it last week. The quarterback series, I finished it. It's damn good. They do a really good job.
I haven't started. I've seen clips on like Instagram and stuff, but I haven't watched it yet.
Yeah, it's really good. Baker Mayfield comes off fantastic. I mean, his wife is kick ass. And like Baker's watching the last game because they beat somebody, but they needed
help.
something to happen between Carolina and Atlanta or the Saints. The Saints. They needed the Saints to beat Atlanta in the last game of the season. He couldn't watch it on his own couch. He had to go sit on his countertop and he sat on his kitchen island while his whole family's like over in the other room. He comes off very, very well in this. And so does Joe. Joe's the man. Joe Flacco is the man.
I heard he came off very good in this.
He's awesome. I think one of the
thanks to Aquarius.
One of the guys from the Bengals, because when Joe gets traded from Cleveland to Cincinnati, there's like one of the offensive linemen goes, all I know is this dude's got a pipe and he is huge. I was like, I wouldn't be bringing those two things in the same sentence.
Nice.
Some bullshit happened this morning. I don't know if you guys have seen this. Carl Ravitch, who called that Philly versus Dodgers game last night for ESPN, has been laid off by ESPN after 33 years. Carl Ravitch.
What?
Yeah, Carl Ravitch has been laid off by ESPN after 33 years after calling last night's Phillies Dodgers game.
This week is the week that they're layoffs.
They're doing a little well. Oh,
33 years, dude. Are we fucking serious? That guy was on baseball tonight my whole life. Literally, I'm turning 32 next month. A month from today, I'm turning 32, and that guy's been at ESPN my whole life.
They laid off Ryan Clark, too, I think, didn't they?
They fired Ryan Clark because I think he said some stupid shit.
He says a couple of stupid things, but Carl Ravitch, that one hits the heartstrings because, I mean, like you said, Dusty, your entire life, and then also the middle of the baseball season, like this is his like head.
That's his, yeah.
That sucks. He'll be hopefully on MLB Network, or
he'll be in a heartbeat.
John Boy or whoever the fuck he wants to work for.
Honestly, wouldn't you rather go over there if I were him? I'd
I would too. You're right. You're right. You're right, Brooksy.
Man, that is so unfortunate.
Honestly, the internet platforms, he would have a much bigger platform there too.
Yeah.
Or Fox will sign him, and he'll be like a second lead, or whatever. I don't know how you
the interviews. Yeah.
That's a shame. Did you watch any of the World Cup? Did you get a chance?
I watched a fair amount of the final. I was at work, but I had it on. Yeah. There was people watching it.
It was boring. I know Brooks didn't, so I'm not even looking at Brooks.
I heard the cheer. I was at at our community pool, and I could hear the cheers from the bar down the street.
That's lovely. Was it Good Boy or whatever?
Danny Boy? Yeah.
No, Danny. I was going to call it Good Boy because we have a Good Boy Bagels down the street. It's like a mom and pop shop.
And so Danny Boy. And then I go check the score, and I'm like, it's nothing still. What the fuck are they yelling about?
Well, there was a red card given out. Anyway, I think it went to double overtime. Well, it always goes to double overtime. It goes to single. It goes to double. But I think that Spain had 20 shots and 19 on goal, and Argentina had 1 shot and 0 on goal, or something like that. So if Spain didn't score in the last 5 minutes going into the shootout, it would have been a complete 50-50 that Argentina could win the World Cup after having been completely fucking dominated. This is like an NFL team being tied after having 55 minutes of possession. It was ridiculous.
It was, and look, we're not acting like soccer aficionados here, but if there was a way to see a close game look like a blowout, Spain found a way to do it.
Yeah.
Spain gave up. Brooks, right here. How about this? How many shots did Spain give up throughout the entire 8 games of the World Cup?
I don't know.
Give a guess.
I don't know that.
How many shots? And these aren't shots on goal. These are just shots.
30? I don't know.
10. I guess technically 11 if you count the one that went in. They only gave up 1 goal with 1 extra game in this World Cup. Given the
I did hear that. Yeah, I didn't. I couldn't tell you how many shots.
So they gave basically they were giving up 1.5 shots per game.
Not even 1.5, one in 1.1.
They weren't letting the other team get the ball in their defensive zone. It just was not happening. It was just like, nope, we're not going to let you. But anyway, yeah, congratulations to Spain. Congratulations to Lionel Messi, who I guess is probably going to retire from international soccer. Is probably the greatest soccer player ever. I mean, how many times have we heard it? Like I said, we don't watch a ton of soccer here.
Hey, you can buy a piece of the field from New York. I guess we can call it MetLife Stadium now again. You can buy a piece of the field for like $200, $300.
Oh, you mean that field that everyone gets hurt on all the time, but then they brought in the good.
Are they selling off all the grass so that they can?
They're selling the grass
with actual something
that
they should be able to play
selling the grass.
A playable surface.
They're selling the playable surface and putting down the surface that everyone in the NFL, not everyone, but a majority hate.
Why don't they just hire the people who run Augusta National Golf Club and just be like, hey, can you build us a football field?
Well, because then you have to have maintenance. Why don't you take the $11 million you're going to make for selling that field and put a new one on, and then the players for the Giants and Jets won't be mad.
You're making way too many good points, Brian. But they might. I wonder if the rights go to like the World Cup. Like do they get the money?
Well, they're selling like if you buy part of like the goal, like the 18-yard box, both 18-yard boxes and the big circle in the middle. It comes with a commemorative like crystal ball, some sort of bullshit like replica trophy and a certificate, and that's $3,000 per 3x3.
Oh yeah.
So
I'm out on. I know we have a ton of just signed apparel and merchandise and stuff like that as a family.
Mm-hmm.
I just could care less about the shit anymore. Like I could care less about getting an autograph, about any kind of merchandise. Like it just doesn't excite me anymore.
I mean, at our age, I don't think it does. But I mean, the stuff you have around you in your basement, have been many a time. I mean, family heirloom stuff. I mean, I know it means a lot to your parents, stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, there's a ton of stuff in here that like I won't get rid of. But I mean, there's been multiple times that like we have stuff signed by people that we could give a shit less about, and somebody else cares about it because it's their team or something like that.
Sure.
And I'm like, this brings joy to somebody else. This is
I remember we got an autograph from like Roy Firestone or whatever one time on like this like little like pop shot basketball, and we're just like, it's cool, but it's like this guy's not a huge deal, you know what I mean? Like I don't really care about this all that much. But yeah, I think I kind of share your sentiment. I wouldn't be going to get autograph unless like it was for your kid. Like if Banks started to get really into it, maybe that would.
That's about it. Yeah.
Something like
that. If you go see Gravedigger, like if Gravedigger, I'm not saying he's into monster trucks, but I know he's into trucks.
Oh,
so
he's certainly into monster trucks. Are you kidding me?
Okay. I just know he's into all the little truck toys. I didn't know the big boys.
There's a Hot Wheels glow in the dark monster truck rally this weekend that we might be going to.
That might be going to. He's not in the house, so you can't. So you're allowed to say it.
I just
might be going to.
We'll see.
A stretch. All right, let's get on the immaculate grid. I gotta hop off here.
Oh no, Open Championship. You gotta talk Open Championship. Then let's bag the grid. We can do it on Thursday.
Okay, that's fair.
Open Championship. I know we're all in on this.
Ryan Fox went out there and took it, dude. Cam Young went out there early in the morning, put up a number. Albeit he had to hit his shot out. Or he had to try to hit a hero shot on 18 because he wanted to keep the round going, and he thought that he was going to have to go lower. So he gets hits his drive into one of those pot bunkers, has to try to hit the hero shot out of the bunker. He ends up hitting the lip of the bunker. It goes out sideways, and then he hits his third shot into the green side bunker, almost holed it out, but ended up shooting, I think, 64 or 65 to post 9 under, which was winning almost the whole day. Until the very end, when Scotty Scheffler was trying to run him down, couldn't quite get there. Sam Burns was trying to run him down, couldn't quite get there. Siwoo Kim was having a really good start and then kind of melted down on the back. But then this dude, Ryan Fox, who is the complete opposite of Brian Harmon, who hits his ball in 10 fucking seconds.
Brooks, did you get a chance to watch any of this?
But yeah.
He was fucking. I mean, that guy was absolute nails.
That dude plays like he's double parked. It's incredible to watch.
He played like he had a plane to catch. Like he was like, we're gonna be late. We got to get to the terminal.
when Sam Burns when he missed the putt on 18, 22 seconds after he misses the putt, Ryan Fox drains one from like 10 out, like 12 out.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
But he was just nails. Like I said, he not only does he play fast, but he like on hole 14, he got completely fucked, or maybe it was 15 that they had a long par three, like 240-yard par three. And he hit this perfect shot. It came up like a foot short of being absolutely perfect. It rolls back into the it hits like it hits the face of the pop bunker and comes back, and it's up against the back lip of the bunker. So he has to go out sideways. He goes out sideways. He goes up, he chips and putts, he makes his bogey, and he's just like, fuck it, what can I do? And then he comes down the stretch and makes 2 out of 3 birdies to win the thing. I was unbelievably impressed by that guy. I've heard his name a few times, but I've never really seen him swing. He's got an unusual swing. I feel like he's also from New Zealand.
New Zealand. And also he swings like us, like he drops like the shoulder and like
it doesn't look pretty. No. It's not Adam Scott.
Flailing his hips open, like doesn't care.
Yeah, he's
neither does Scotty. So whatever.
Swing your swing.
I did like seeing emotion out of Scotty Scheffler. That was. I know it wasn't a good shot by Scheffler, but he like showed emotion because he hit the ball the way he wanted to, but like I guess the wind wasn't right or something went awry, and it was nice to actually see him not be a robot.
Did you see Scotty's comment about Ryan Fox?
No.
So I saw this like as a quoted interview question. I guess Ryan Fox was like, yeah, like earlier one time when I played with Scotty, he said something about like, he's like, yeah, as soon as I hit, like your ball's already in the air or something like that. And they were playing like 3-ball, and he goes, it's kind of like we're playing 2-ball. And he's like, I didn't know whether to take that as an insult or as a compliment. I was like, is he saying that I'm just not competitive here or that I'm playing fast?
Yeah. Did you the Bryson stuff? I know Dusty's got to run, so I'm going quick.
No. Just saying, Ryan Fox, the first player since 2011 to be ranked outside of the top 50 to win a major. That guy was Darren Clark, who won the Open Championship like probably 15 years after his prime. Before that, it was Ben Curtis, who was ranked 396th in the world when he won the Open Championship in 2003. Wow. So does not happen often. This was a complete outlier in terms of major championship golf. Yes. The Bryson stuff.
He definitely was. He knew what he was doing.
I don't think he was trying to cheat. Okay. I don't necessarily know if I agree with the ruling or disagree, but I also know that I think if you're a professional, you kind of have to take these kind of things in stride. And I think he came off incredibly childish with the way he acted and reacted, saying so much as he wasn't going to play to the guy and putting his hands on his head and doing a lot of the, Bryson-y type stuff. I don't think he was actively trying to improve his lie, although it may have happened. I don't know. I don't necessarily know.
Videos of 20 other golfers who were doing the same shit the entire weekend.
Yeah. And there's that too. Like and a lot of players were talking about that when they were asked about it. Like he's on TV every shot he hits. Like Jimmy Walker or Russell Henley, they're on TV maybe 3 shots around, and they're probably not going to be showing the shots when they're in the fucking weeds.
I mean, they're Scotty doing the same thing.
Yeah, and they showed Wyndham Clark doing it last month at the U.S. Open. It didn't get penalized. So, look, I don't think he should have gotten penalized. I don't think the way he handled it he did himself zero favors with the way he handled it and how emotional and childish he came off. I think
I agree with you, but you know who else handled it very badly?
You're gonna say,
here we go. I can hear it coming out of your face already.
What did Rory do?
Rory.
Rory's gonna sit there and say like, "Oh, it's all performative and all this different stuff." Like, out of you should not be saying this bullshit.
He doesn't like Bryson. He came out and said it.
I know that. He said this in the same interview.
How do you say I don't like? He said I don't like somebody so nicely. I'm not too fond of him.
He said that. And he's like, oh, he's just like super performative and all this stuff. I'm like, Rory, we've seen you be performative about every little bullshit thing over the last 5 years. So shut the hell up.
Yeah. I mean, it's hard to argue with you there.
Maybe not. Maybe like think about what you're going to say before you say it, please.
He's definitely worn his emotions on his sleeve just as much as any other golfer in the world. I didn't really honestly love Rory's comments on this. I think if you look at Max Homa and Xander Schauffele,
Yeah.
Max Homa and Xander Schauffele had a lot more, probably fair things to say about the situation, and not about the player itself. I don't think Rory needs to be calling out Bryson personally, although maybe he felt like he needed to do so. I don't fucking know. It's I don't know, and also maybe it's just we need heroes and villains, and we need people to take sides in golf.
I dig it. I dig it a little bit. It's got a little
more
like
fun. I mean, look, it's more fun when you
Celtics,
have
Lakers.
Patrick Reed to root against, or Sergio Garcia to root against, or if Bryson's your guy to root against, or Rory's your guy to root against. It makes the sport more fun when there's villains, right?
Yeah, it's gonna be more fun when he plays anywhere in the United States now. He's gonna get chirped the whole fucking time. Hopefully,
I would love to see Ryan Fox and Patrick Cantlay play in the same twosome. That would be incredible because Patrick Cantlay is a human rain delay,
just
and
the
Ryan Fox
probably wouldn't go well for Ryan Fox.
Guys,
it would probably not go well.
I got to dip. I love you guys. You all have a great one.
All right, hey, I'll see you guys on Thursday. Okay, Brooksy.
Yep, love you guys.
Love you, buddy. See you, man.